A football team has its share of ups and downs. Every squad balances triumph and adversity. Challenges test the fabric of a unit. But the bond of this team never wavers. It's what brotherhood is all about.
Offense on three. 1, 2, 3. Offense.
The Scarlet Knights are always there for each other.
Take care of your brothers. Love your brothers.
It's what makes this program so strong. This week on Our Football, we take a look at how this team is truly a family.
Sometimes I don't ever go home just to stay here because, like, everyone here is my family.
We sit down with the head coach and discuss the captains and their leadership roles.
And one other thought on the senior class, it's not your biggest senior class, but it is perhaps the best.
Since I've been here, this is the best collection of individuals. Again, you mentioned the size. It's not big, but the quality is outstanding.
We head to Brooklyn, New York to see where football began for talented linebacker Deontay Roberts.
You know, what was the right way to, to go and, the right path to go. Also, my parents helped me, steer me away from the bad things that's out here. So it just kind of helped me shape the person I am today.
And we preview this week's road game at Kansas.
But the bottom line is you're looking at yourselves first, right? Not even the opponent for a game like this.
You lose a game, it's due to a few things. One, either your effort or fundamentals, or it's mental mistakes and penalties, or we're not taking care of the football. And if we're going to go win games, I don't care who we play or where we play them at, we have to eliminate those things.
It's all coming up on another installment of Our Football with Chris Ash.
Hopefully you've got your mind right. You've made a choice on what type of player you want to be today. You decide the passion, the energy, the level of execution, the physical and mental toughness you display. It is your choice. Today's a test of our character. It's a test of our culture. Some of you have been around here a long time. A lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, man. You make the choice how good you want to be. Get it, outside arm, outside arm. I want it for you. The only way we get that done is you go really hard. Every day, I don't care how many games you win, how many you stay humble, you stay hungry, you keep getting better every day. Okay, that's what really good players do and good teams do. How about those knives?
Take care of your brothers, love your brothers. Make sure at all times, tell that person you love them, thank that person. Let's go to work. Let's go, y'all! Let's go on 3! 1, 2, 3, let's go!
Definitely a family atmosphere here. I mean, that's big for a guy like me because I'm a family guy. That's one of the biggest reasons why I came back home.
Oh yeah, this is definitely my family away from home. I come here each and every day with a smile on my face because the brothers and the relationships that I have here with all these people here is a feeling like no other.
Offense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Offense.
You want to get on camera?
Because, some of us are not from Jersey, so we're coming from, PA, Florida, and stuff like that. And I feel like Coach Ash really tried to establish a place where we can call a second home, so we're a home away from home. So when we're up here, we're not going to be missing too much of home. We know that we got people around us that's going to take care of us and want us to be in the best position possible.
We got one right there. Weeds, not fish.
This staff is like my second family, like sometimes I don't ever go home just to stay here because like everyone here is my family. So it's like
I'm not far from, from Brooklyn, so it's not far to get home, but, I'd rather stay here and be connected with my guys.
Yeah, get that on camera. You feel me?
I would say that coaches have done a really good job with making this feel like a family. They want to make sure that we're comfortable here, and they want to make that home feel. They don't want to make it like it's a job.
And being around the coaches and stuff like that, because I know it's going to lead to something big, and I just love being around the connection that we have, and it's just great.
How about those nine?
Hi, this is Dr. Yvette Rooks, Chief Medical Officer, RWJ Barnabas Health Sports Medicine at Rutgers. Parents, I encourage you to check in with your young one after activity. We hear about concussions a lot, and oftentimes a child cannot tell you exactly how they're feeling. So you want to check in with them and ask them specific questions after they've had a long practice, especially in our contact sports. Things like if they're more tired, if they have a headache, if they just don't seem right. So do a check-in with your kid to make sure their brain is healthy.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Bruce Beck, along with the coach. Welcome to Our Football with Chris Ash. The first road game of the year is always tough. Playing against Ohio State is even tougher. How do you reconcile the loss against the Buckeyes?
Well, we'll move on. We got to learn from mistakes that we made because there were plenty in the game. We knew it was going to be a tough game. It's a very good football team. You go play on the road in an environment like that, you can't make mistakes. The margin for error is very, very small. But we'll look at our mistakes. We'll keep working, and we'll get better, and we're ready to go move on to Kansas.
Have the goals for this team changed in any way?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, our goals that we set at the beginning of the season are every single one of them are still out there. They're still attainable. We just got to keep working and keep getting better and stay healthy and keep showing up with a positive attitude every day.
What was your message to the team after the game?
Just that. We'll put this one behind us. We knew it was going to be a difficult challenge. Again, we'll learn from it. We'll move on, and we've got to turn the page very fast and get ready for Kansas.
When you come off a game like this, you need leadership. And this year, you've got 6 captains for the first time since 2008. What do you expect from these guys?
Well, to provide the leadership needed. They've been through this before. They understand what we just went up against and who we just played, but they also understand that this is a long season. We've got 10 games left. There's a lot of games out there that we can go win if we continue to show up and work like we have up to this point. And those guys need to provide that leadership, provide that direction, and come in and do that themselves too.
And the players vote for these guys. And Gio Ricchino got the most votes, so let's start with him. What does he provide in terms of leadership?
Well, one, it just starts with himself. He shows up every day with a good attitude. He works extremely hard to prepare himself to go out and play a game, even if it's not a starter. He helps the others in the room, the quarterback room, become better. And he's been a very vocal leader for the offense so far.
On the keeper. And scoring on the keeper, Giovanni Ricchino.
He started all 3 Big Ten wins for you last year, so you know he can do the job as well.
Oh, absolutely. Going with a guy like Art, who's a very talented young player, who's going to have his growing pains. That's what we decided to do, but we also know that Gio, if needed, can come in and provide a spark and do the things that we need him to do to run our offense.
Left tackle Tariq Cole, 33 games for the Scarlet Knights. That left tackle, the blind side, is so important when you talk about the quarterback and you talk about your offense.
It really is, especially when you talk about going up against some of the defensive ends you're going to see in this league. Your left tackle better be able to protect consistently if we're going to have a chance.
Honorable mention All Big Ten last year. He really earned it, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And he's got a long way to go to reach his full potential, and he knows that, and he's been working extremely hard to get that done.
What about Jonah Jackson? It says something to me when a junior gets selected to be a captain.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of Jonah and the effort that he's put in to make himself a better player and help those around him become better. He's become more vocal. He leads by example, but he's been more vocal here this year. Players respect him, coaches respect him. It's just because of the way he handles his business every single day.
He's a right guard, but last year he played a lot of center. Do you like his versatility?
It speaks to his football IQ, his intelligence, He can go in and play center, he can go play right guard, he can do either one of them within a game. He prepares himself extremely well to be able to do that also.
McSorley to the edge, and McSorley gets pounded by Deontay Roberts. What a pop.
Deontay Roberts on the defense, two-time captain. So that says something, doesn't it, Coach?
Yeah, Roberts has really developed and matured as much as anybody in this program here for the last couple of years. He's physically developed, he's mentally developed, he's become more vocal, he's gotten pretty serious about what he's doing, and really pleased with the progress that he's made.
He's played 38 games, so since he came in here, he's made a big contribution. And last year, 104 tackles to lead the team. What about his ferocity and his ability to get to the football?
He's really improved his linebacking skills, and a lot of it's just understanding offenses as much as anything. Understanding his keys, reacting to his keys, playing with a lot better fundamentals. He's always around the ball, and he's in on a lot of plays because of it.
Appreciate y'all boys, man.
Isaiah Wharton, one of your corners. How important is he defensively for this group?
Isaiah has been awesome here this last year. Another guy that's just really come out of his shell to become a vocal leader for this football team. Again, another young man that a lot of people in this program respect. He's played a lot of football, he's played a lot of good football, and we need him to continue to do that here this year.
When you talk about good football, he sealed the win last year against Maryland. Do you ever talk to him about that big breakup?
It was a big moment for him and for our football team to get a Big Ten win, especially in that type of a situation, and just great to have him be able to do that. Again, I'm just so pleased with his progress as we continue to go forward.
64 career starts between him and Bless Austin. That's the most in the nation for corners. Wow. You can't win in college football or the pros without corners. It's great to have that kind of experience.
It is really good. Those guys have been here for a long time. They played a lot of football. And we all know this too, to be able to play a high level at corner, you've got to have a great D-line. You've got to be able to put pressure on the quarterback. And that's an area that we need to improve on to allow those guys to continue to play at a high level.
The final captain is Saquon Hampton. He had 7 tackles against Ohio State. I thought he played a solid game.
I think he's a great player. I really do. And I really like what he brings to the defense. I've been around a lot of really good safeties, and I think he's one of them.
He's played 29 games, but as a free safety, are you looking for him to roam, or are you looking for him to hit, or a little bit of both?
All the above. He's got to be able to cover. He's got to be able to come down in the box. He's got to be able to tackle. He's got to have ball skills. So we're going to ask him to do a lot of different things, and he has the skill set to do all of them.
Chris, you happy with this group overall?
You know, I love these guys. I've said this since we started even last spring and then in the training camp. I love this team right now. I love the chemistry, I love the attitude, I love their work ethic. We've got to continue to play better football as we go forward, but I just love being around these guys every single day.
And one other thought on the senior class, it's not your biggest senior class, but it is perhaps the best.
Since I've been here, this is the best collection of individuals. Again, you mentioned the size. It's not big, but the quality is outstanding. These guys have really bought in. These guys have really tried to lead. They've gotten serious about being great football players themselves, and they understand that they rely on a lot of other guys and have to lead them. So it's been fun to watch these guys really grow and develop.
We are in the Ron and Joanna Garuti Strength and Conditioning Center, and this is in many ways the epicenter of Rutgers football, isn't it?
It all happens in here. You know, you build your football team on the football field, but it starts in here. We're bigger, we're stronger, we're leaner than what we've been in the past, and it's really because of the work that Coach Kenny Parker and his staff have put in with this football team.
The 60-yard field turf track. Are you ready to go out with me, Coach?
I might pull a hammy. I'll watch you run a 40 here.
Overall, 14,262 square feet. Much more coming up on Our Football with Chris Ash in just a moment. Stick around.
Time, you already know what time it is. We back. Let's get the show cracking. Right now we on Flatbush Ave right now, walking down, you know, basically the whole main Flatbush area, heading to the school, high school, walking distance, so, you know, it ain't too far from my house. Growing up here, this is like, you know, in my area, this is where I grew up, what kind of raised me, you know, made me the person I am today, you know. It was, you know, real humbling, you know, to grow up around here because, you know, it ain't much.
Yeah, growing up in this environment, you know, they say New York City, Brooklyn, New York, like Brooklyn keep on taking it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a mentality of rough kids, but it's a lot of good in Brooklyn, and that's what, you know, he's a product of.
Football-wise, off the field, you know, made me street smart, you know, a lot of things that was going on, guys doing, you know, the wrong things, you know, just showed me the way on, you know, what was the right way to, you know, to go and, you know, the right path to go. Also, my parents helped me, you know, steer me away from the bad things that's out here, so it just kind of helped me shape the person I am today.
You know, it wasn't easy, and I knew that I didn't want him to be a statistic, you know, to a lot of my girlfriends. I see their kids, you know, either went to jail, prison, or got killed, and I knew I didn't want that for Deontay. So we put him into football at an early age.
First started playing, I was like 9 years old. Most of my friends growing up, you know, either played football or just around football, so it's something I grew up around, you know. I kind of got, you know, into it. It was something I wanted to do too.
You know, first he really didn't like it, honestly. You know, he was like, "Ma, I don't know if I could do it." I said, "You could do it. What else you gonna do? What you gonna do? Stand on the corner?" And you know, from that, like, he just continued to push, and I continued to push him. We continued to push him.
You know, my mom may tell you that, like, at first I didn't really want to play it. When I got into football, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. But she, you know, she was like, she drilled the no quit, you know, attitude in me. So it's kind of just pushed me into being the player I am today. And, you know, that's just made me who I am.
Deontay Roberts, junior linebacker from Brooklyn.
So I think Deontay Roberts is the best all-around linebacker this football team has. Has the ability to play with his hands. Deontay Roberts, a physical playmaker, 6'1", 235 out of Brooklyn.
He's great, he's always smiling, got great energy, great enthusiasm, loves what he does. Just a great teammate overall.
So right here, as you can see, this is our, you know, high school football field. You know, it's a little different from every, you know, high school football field because mostly, you know, you'll have, you know, the field next to the school, but, you know, actually it took us like around 10, 15 minutes to get here. So, you know, to get to the field, we actually have to take this train right here, the train line, the queue from the high school. We get on the bus and then get on the train. And then, you know, walk 2 blocks down and then we, you know, end up right here on the football field. Rutgers stood out the most to me because it was in the Big Ten. It was big football. My family could come and see me play. And what stood out was because, you know, I didn't have to go too far to, you know, to play major football or, you know, or go this place or that place. And I showed, you know, people around my area and in my high school that you don't got to go too far just to play big-time football. So that was a big thing.
Rutgers is a place where he has to challenge for the position. It's not given to him. So every week he goes out there, he had to work hard. So the same thing that he was doing in the Titans, wake up and he got to play for that position, is the same thing he's doing now. So I think Rutgers and helping us turn our son into a greater man than what we had. You know, what we created, you know, it's a family thing in Rutgers.
I just want to be great. I want to compete at the next level. You know, I want to compete at the highest level. So this is the little things that's going to get me to where I have to go is the small things like academics, taking care of my body and studying film and watching, you know, myself and opponents and lifting and training and stuff like that. Just the things that's going to get me to the next level. So that's what drives me. Family is what drives me as well, you know, changing my atmosphere around me, you know, getting in a better environment. So things like that.
It feels good. It feels great. It's just, you know, seeing from him, the little boy playing over there, 49, at the Titans, and now, and just watching him come out from the tunnel at Rutgers, and I just get like a rush, you know, and it just feels good. Like watching him playing, making tackles and things like that, just, it feels phenomenal. It feels good. I really do.
I just want to say I'm proud of you, son. Like, you are so valuable. You're so wonderful, you know, as my son. And I thank you for being respectful and dedicated to your life, because now you made my life easier.
Yeah, I'll do all over it again the same way. I think it was the best decision I ever made. You know, look where I am today, you know, starting in the Big Ten, you know, making plays on TV and my family watching me, just building different relationships, media market, just, academics, just, yeah, it wouldn't ask for anything else.
And we back at it next week. The show don't stop, man. The show don't stop. Let's go.
This game preview is sponsored by highpoint.com.
Coming up this Saturday, Rutgers goes to Lawrence, Kansas to take on the Kansas Jayhawks. So you're back on the road a week after playing at Ohio State. What's the mindset?
Our guys are excited about going back out. We obviously didn't play very well against Ohio State. We need to go play better. I don't care if you go to Kansas, you go to Ohio State. Winning on the road is very tough, and you got to play your best football when you go do that.
They snapped a 46-game losing streak on the road with the victory over Central Michigan, and they have a youngster by the name of Puka Williams, a running back who they're very high on, Coach.
Yeah, he's a good player. They can run the football. They did the other day against Central Michigan, and he's going to be a challenge for us to stop.
Their senior linebacker is Joe Danino, who had 14 tackles last week and is all-conference. He really kind of keys their defense.
Yeah, he's done a great job for them. He's really trying to help them improve their run defense, and it's going to be a challenge for us to run the football. We have to run the football better in this game to go out there to Lawrence and have a chance to win.
Here we go, come on, reach. It's just a boom, and the step in the hand should be at the same time, almost like a jab, real fast. Here we go. Ball movement. Good. There you go.
Make them throw it there. The ball will take you there. You've got to play the curl. Go again.
But the bottom line is you're looking at yourselves first, right? Not even the opponent for a game like this.
You know, we talk a lot about more games are lost than they are won. And when you look at most times when you lose a game, it's due to a few things. One, either your effort or fundamentals, or it's mental mistakes and penalties, or not taking care of the football. And if we're going to go win games, I don't care who we play or where we play them at, we have to eliminate those things. I think our effort's good. We've got to play with better fundamentals. We've got to stop beating ourselves with mental errors. That's been really crucial here in the first two games.
You played a conference game early. Now you go back to a non-conference game. Anything different in terms of preparation, Coach?
No, the preparation doesn't change, but it is a little bit different and unique. Honestly, it's the first time in my career that I've played a conference game so early in the season. It is different. It's something the Big Ten is gone to. But the preparation doesn't change. Who we play, it doesn't matter. Every game is a big game for us.
And then the last thing we talk about a lot about, which I feel really good about right now, is just the brotherhood and the trust. I think we got a lot of dudes that can be trusted. Trust means a lot, though. It's not just in your dorm, it's not just downtown, it's on the field also. Can you be trusted to go hard? Can you be trusted that you're going to go out there and compete? Are you going to be trusted to go out there and do your job?
Do you believe in the chemistry that comes with going on the road?
I do. I think when you go on the road, it really does test your brotherhood, your chemistry of your football team. And there's something unique about going on the road because it's just you against everybody else. You're not worried about a lot of home game distractions when you go on the road. So it can be a good thing for your football team.
Are you looking forward to just getting right back out there? Because sometimes I feel after a show where I wasn't as good as I could have been, hey, I want to do the show quickly.
Absolutely. We need to practice, we need to work, but yeah, we want to get back out there and get that bad taste out of our mouth.
Coach, hopefully this show won't have any problems like that, all right?
Yeah, let's hope not.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you, Bruce.
That's it for this edition of Our Football with Chris Ash. We look forward to seeing you next week. We'll review the Jayhawks and look ahead.